A very good morning, students. Today, in this video lecture, we are going to start a series on IMO, which is the upcoming test. Our school has organized few lecture series regarding this. Today, we are going to discuss the first chapter, number system. Before starting, let me remind you students that the relevant book has already been shared in your Google Classroom. So while watching this lecture series, you must have your book, soft copy or hard copy, in your disposal in order to better understand the given topic and the sums. So without delaying, let us start the class. This book on MTG we have already shared on your Google Classroom. IMO Olympiad workbook. This is MTG session 21-22. These are the chapters that is coming in your IMO exam. Total 16 chapters there. We will try to complete as much as possible. The remaining sums, which are quite obvious, we will leave as homework. Those sums are same as our RS Agarwal book. So those sums we will leave, and the remaining sums we are going to discuss. So without delaying, let us start the class. Our first chapter is number system. So first we are going to discuss the numbers. So as it is written here, first number is real numbers, which are 1, 1.2, minus 1.3, minus 0.33, dot, dot, dot. That means any number that you can think of is actually a real number, excluding root under negative terms. That means if root under negative terms are there, then it is not a real number. Next, we have here integers. Now, what are integers? Integers are 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, dot, dot, dot. Then we have whole numbers. Excluding the negative numbers, the remaining numbers are whole numbers in integers. That means the whole number starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, dot, dot, dot. Next, we have here natural numbers. Natural numbers are whole numbers excluding 0. That means 0 is not a natural number. So it starts from 1, 2, 3, dot, dot, dot. Next, we have here rational numbers. A number is said to be rational if it can be expressed in the form p by q, where q not equals to 0 and p and ACF of pq is equals to 1. That means any number which can be represented in that form is a rational number. A number, if it cannot be represented in the form p by q where q not equal to 0 and in simplest form ACF of pq is equals to 1, for example 2 by 3, which is a rational number. So if a number cannot be expressed in that form, then it becomes a irrational number. Some examples of irrational numbers are the numbers which are written right here. Okay, so these are irrational numbers. Next, what we have prime numbers. Prime numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 1 and that number itself. It has no other divisor other than 1 and that number itself. Namely, it has two divisors, 1 and that number itself. So 1 is not a prime number because 1 has only one divisor, 1 itself. But we need two divisors and only two divisors. For example, 3. See, 3 has only two divisors, 1 and 3. So these numbers are called prime numbers. 6 is not a prime number. Why? Because 6 has factors 1, 2, 3, and 6. So more than 2 factors, and 1 and 6 except 1 and 6, we have 2 and 3 also as a factor of 6. Therefore, it is not a prime number. Clear? So these are the few things that is being that will be required when we start the chapter. Let us start. Remember, students, we are solving MTG. The book has already been shared. So our first question, what is our first question? This is our first question. 2 to the power x minus 3 into 3 to the power 2x minus a is equal to 36. Then we need to find the value of x. I have already solved here this sum. So let us understand this one. So this is the question. So first we have written whatever is given, and then minus 3, so we can write as 2 to the power x by 2 to the power 3. Similarly, minus 8, so we can write as 3 to the power 2x by 3 to the power y, because 8 to the power m minus n formula is 8 to the power m divided by 8 to the power n. So see, minus is there, so it becomes divide. Next, here these terms, if it goes there, this side of the equation, then it becomes multiplication. So 2 cube and 3 to the power 8. Now 2 cube into 2 to the power 2. So the power will add what formula? 8 to the power m into 8 to the power n becomes 8 to the power m plus n. If same number has different powers, then the power will add. Similarly, 2 to the power 2 plus 3 becomes 5. And similarly, 3 to the power 2 and 3 to the power 8 becomes 3 to the power 10. Now 3 to the power 10 I can write as 3 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5. Why I have written? Because now see, 2 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5 I can write as 6 to the power 5. Why? Again, this formula, a to the power m into b to the power m becomes ab whole to the power m. So if different numbers have same power, then power will multiply, and then the numbers will multiply and power remains same. Therefore 2 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5, so different numbers 2 and 3, power same. So these numbers will multiply and power remains same. Therefore 2 into 3 is 6 to the power 5. And similarly, this 3 to the power 2x I can write as 3 to the power x and 3 to the power x, because 3 to the power x plus x becomes 2x. Now again, similarly, 3 to the power x and 3 to the power x becomes 6 to the power x, and 3 to the power x as it is. Now again, similarly, 6 to the power 5 into 3 to the power 5 I can write as 6 into 3 whole to the power 5 by similar argument. So becomes 18 to the power 5. So here 16 into 3 again 18 to the power x, and there 18 to the power 5. Therefore 18 to the power x becomes 18 to the power 5. Hence we have x is equals to 5. Okay. Therefore our option B is correct. As you can see, option B is 5. Now question number 2 is very easy. We have solved this kind of sum in R.S. Agarwal book. So we are leaving question number 2. Then we have expressed the mixed recurring decimal 1.27 in the form of PQ. This question also we have discussed in R.S. Agarwal book. So we are not doing this. Next, what you have here, question number 4. Okay, so let us do question number 4. Okay, so as you can see, question number 4 says that value of x is given. Good. So Let us do this one. Question number 4. So value of x is already given. Value of x is 5 minus 2 root 6. We need the value of x square plus 1 upon x square. So first, a plus b whole square formula is what? A square plus b square formula is a plus b whole square minus 2ab. So 2 into x into 1 upon x. X is cut down. Therefore, we have here x plus 1 upon x whole square minus 2. Again, this kind of sum we have already solved. But then again, I'm doing it. So let us find 1 upon x then. So this becomes 1 upon 5 minus 2 root 6. So root 5, sorry. So 5 plus 2 root 6. 5 plus 2 root 6 if I multiply. So this becomes a plus b into a minus b. So 5 minus 2 root 6 whole into 5 plus 2 root 6. Therefore, what we have? 5 plus 2 root 6 divided by a plus b into a minus b, so a square minus b square. So 2 to the 4, 24. Therefore, we have 5 plus 2 root 6. Right? Now put the values. So x is 5 minus 2 root 6 and 1 upon x is 5 plus 2 root 6. So 5 plus 2 root 6 minus 2. So here this cut down. 5 plus 5, 10 whole square minus 2. Therefore 100 minus 2 so become 98. Therefore our 98 option C is our answer. Okay students, good. Question number 5, again similar kind of sum we have already done, so we are not discussing here. Rationalizing factor, this also we have done. Then again, let us do this. Okay, so when we are doing rationalizing factor means which number we should multiply it with in order to find a proper value. So see, fifth root of a square b cube c to the power 4 is given. So this means a square b cube c to the power 4 whole to the power 1 upon 5. Right? Now, as you can see, a square is there. So in order to find it a proper value, we need what? A cube. In order to bring this 5, we need a cube. Right? Similarly, b cube is there. To bring b to the power 5, we need b square. And c to the power 4 is there. In order to bring C to the power 5, we need C, right? Good. So we need C, right? And to the power 1 upon 5. So this is our rationalizing factor. Rationalizing factor. Yeah, that means fifth root of a cube b square c. Okay, let's move on. So question number 6 we have done. Next we have question number 7. Good. The rational number minus 19 by 2 lies between consecutive integers. Now this is very easy. Actually minus 19 by 2 is what? 19 by 2 becomes 9.5, right? We have 19.5. Uh, 9.5. Now, as you can see that our remaining numbers are what? Minus 6 and minus 7. So minus 9 obviously doesn't lie between minus 6 and minus 7. Minus 9 point something, 9.5 actually, does not lie between minus 7 and minus 8, right? So very easily it lies between minus 9 and minus 10 because it is 9 point something. Therefore question number 7 answer is D. Good. Question number 8. Question number 8 is actually very interesting. So question number 8 we are doing. Question number 8 says a rational number between 3 by 8 and 5 by 8. A rational number between 3 by 8 and 5 by 8. Remember, a rational number. A irrational number, not rational. Okay, irrational number. So obviously, since it's irrational, so this will not be correct because we know a rational number between a rational number between a and b is equals to what? A plus b divided by 2, right? So this is a rational number. This cannot be true. Acha. This cannot be true also because a number between this and this can be true. But we know for sure that root under something is not a rational number if it is not a perfect square. So as you can see that root under 3 by 8 into 5 by 8 becomes root under 3 into 5, 15 by 8 square. For 8 square, 8 will come out. Therefore, it becomes root 15 by 8. So since root 15 is an irrational number, this whole number is an irrational number. Therefore, our option is C. Okay. Good. Let's discuss next ascending order of the surds. So ascending means what? Chota se bada, right? From smaller to big. In order to do that, we need to convert each of them into something similar. Let us do this. Question number 9. So what is our question? Our question says ascending order. First is 3 root 2. Second is 6 root 3. And third is 9 root 4. Remember, we need to convert into same power. So first of all, what I need to do is this becomes 2 to the power 1 upon 3. This becomes 3 to the power 1 upon 6. And this becomes 4 to the power 1 upon 9. So what you need to do is what you need to do first is find the LCM of this number, and this number. Only then we can make the power same. So 3, 6, and 9. Let us find the LCM. So 3 into 2 into 3. So LCM is what? 18. So how can you make this as 18? Very easy. We can do this as 2 to the power 3 6 18. So 6 into 1 upon 18, right? Similarly, how to do this? We can write as 3 to the power 3 into 1 upon 18, because 3 6 18, 6 comes, 6 3 18, 3 comes. And similarly, we can do here is 9 2 18, right? So 2 into 1 upon 18. So therefore, this I can write as 2 to the power 6 whole to the power 1 upon 18. This I can write as 3 cube whole to the power 1 upon 18. And this I can write as 4 square whole to the power 1 upon 18. So this becomes 2 to the power 6 is what? 2 to the power 5 is 32. 2 to the power 6 is 64. So 64 18th root. And here 3 cube is obviously 27. So 27 here again 18th root. And 4 square is what? 16. And 18th root. So now we have converted into similar terms. So सबसे छोटा कौन सा है? This one. This one will be smaller. But ascending order में पहले क्या होगा? 9th root of 4. So see, in option B, first we have 9th root of 4 and option A. So option C and option D will not be true, right? So AC में एक हो सकता है. Next one is this one, because 18th root same. So this is 27. So after this 6 root 3 will come. So this one. So therefore our option A is correct. Okay. Good. Let us discuss next question number 10. The greater number among this and this. Okay. So this is also quite an interesting sum. Let us do this. Good. So see, now we are going to learn a very interesting thing, how to find the square root of any number, how to find approximately the square root of any number. So first of all, let us take this one, root under 17. Okay. So how to find square root of 17 approx? First, we need to go close to 17 square wise. So we have 4 square is 16, which is close to 17. Therefore, we need to write 4. 4 square 16, so we need to write 4. And then what what is the given number? 17. We subtract 4 square. Whatever is square we have found, this we subtract. You get 1. So here we will write 1 divided by. Okay. Double of 4 we will write. So double of 4 is 8. So root 17 approx value is 4 and 1 by 8. Again, I'm explaining. We will go close to 17 square wise. So 4 4 is 16, which is close to 17. So we'll write 4. And then whatever square we have found, we will subtract from the given number, which is under the square root. So 17 minus 16 becomes 1, right? This 1 we will write in the numerator. And in the denominator, what we will write? Double of whatever we have written here. So 4 ka double 8. Now 1 divided by 8 I can easily do, right? So it will be 4.1 or something. So it is approximately 4.1. Clear? So therefore root 17 minus root 12. Root 17 we have already found 4.1. Let us found root 12. So square wise, let us find 3 3s are 9. So we'll write 3 9. So 9 subtract karo kitna aaya? 3. So we'll write here 3 and 3 ka double kitna hai? 6, right? So 6. Clear? So let 3 to the 6. Therefore 3 and 1 upon 2. So therefore 3.5. Approx, obviously remember 3.5. So actual value is what? 4.1 minus 3.5 is 0.6. Similarly, root 17, this one we have found. Now root 11 minus root 6. So root 11 minus root 6. Again, root 11, we will go close to it. So root 11, 3 3s are 9, again 3. 3 3s are 9. Subtract, become 2. 2 पर लिखो और इसका डबल यहाँ पे लिखो. So 2 3s are 6. That means what? 3 and 1 upon 3. That means 3 3s are 9, so 0.33, right? So 3.3. Root 11 approx is 3.3. Now let us do root 6. Again 2 2s are 4. Subtract, so 2. 2 का डबल क्या होगा? 4. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Therefore 2 and 1 upon 2. Approx is 2.5. So minus 2.5. Remember, this is approx. Okay. So value is what? 0.8, I think. Right. So 0.8. So greater number, which is greater? Obviously, this one is greater. That means option B is correct. Okay. That's how we will solve. Here we have understood a very important concept, how to find the square root of any number approximately. Right. Good. So 11 now. 11 also quite same. 12 also quite same. We are not going to do it. Question number 13. Let us understand question number 13 because these kind of sums are important. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Remember, we need to find the odd one out. That means incorrect one, not the correct one. Incorrect one. Let us understand. First option is every integer is a rational number. Every integer is a rational. Obviously, every integer is a rational number because every integer can be represented in the form p by q. Integer, suppose take 3. 3 can be represented as 3 by 1. Again minus 3. So minus 3 by 1. So these are rational numbers. 1 is true. Every natural number is an integer. Yes, obviously every natural number is an integer, but the converse is not true. Every integer is not a rational number. For example, minus 2, which is an integer, but it is not a rational number. But every natural number is an integer. So B is also true. See, every natural number is a real number. Every natural number is obviously any number that you can think of is a real number. So C is also true. Every real number is a rational number. This is false. We have already discussed root 2. Root 2 is a real number, but this is not a rational number. Therefore, option D is our correct option. Right? Good. Question number 14 also, we have solved this kind of sum in our RS Agarwal book. So we are not discussing that. Achha. Question number 15. Achha. Question number 15. Options are here, I guess. Okay. The number x is equals to 1.242424. Okay. This is a repeating, non-terminating decimal, right? It is repeating itself. 242424. So it is repeating, non-terminating decimal. can be expressed in the form p by q. Obviously, any repeating the non-terminating decimal can be represented in the p by q. Q are positive integers having no counter. Then p plus q equals to. Okay, so we need to find the value of p plus q. So we have to factor. We have to convert it in the form p by q. So let us do 15. Let us do 15. What is our question? 1.2424 dot dot dot. So this I can do it as what? Let us take x is equals to. So it is repeating after 2 decimal place. So let us multiply by 100. So this becomes 124.2424 dot dot dot. Now let us subtract minus minus. So this becomes 99x and this becomes 123. So obviously x will be 123 by 99, right? So this is our p, these are q. So p plus q becomes what? 123 plus 99. So 222. Is it in our option? Question number 15. Okay, actually this is divisible by 3. So 3 4s are 12, 3 1s are 2, 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 19. So actually it is 41 by 33. So is equals to p by q. So p plus q becomes, p is our 41 and q is 33. So 3 plus 1 4 plus 7 4. So which is our correct option? Option B is our correct answer. Okay. Let us discuss next 16. X and y positive real numbers, then which of the following is correct? A is greater than y implies minus x greater than minus y. No, this is not correct. Okay, this I am explaining. Then which of the following is correct? This is not correct. Okay, let us take this one. Good. So x greater than y, if I multiply by a negative term, then this sign will change. So greater than becomes less than. Okay, so this is not correct. Achha, x greater than y implies minus x less than minus y. Okay, this one is correct. So obviously option B is correct. Okay, we don't need to see further. Okay, good. 17, again 17, same type. We are not doing that. Question number 18. Question number 18 also same thing, not doing that. Question number 19. Question number 19 is important because this one you have not done, I guess. Okay. Let us read. The product of a rational number and irrational number is irrational. Rational and irrational. Yes, it is true. We have discussed this while we are doing the chapter in RS Agarwal book. Always a rational and irrational numbers product is an irrational number. Statement 1 is true. Achha, reciprocal of every rational number is a rational number. Yes. Can it be to know? Zero. Zero is there. Zero is a rational number because it can be represented in the form 0 by 1, right? Because it is not a rational number. Its reciprocal is not a rational number because 1 by 3 is not a rational number. So statement 2 is false. So statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false. Therefore, statement 2 is false. Therefore, our option is B. So 19, B is the answer. Okay. And finally, we have question number 20. So 20, we need to solve each and one of them, each and every. So let us do this. Good. So 3 by x plus 8 becomes 4 by 6 minus x. If I cross multiply, oh, I've done it directly. 7, 3. So minus 7x becomes 14, implies x becomes minus 2. So this one is this. Okay. So A, that is do B. B is what? 2 to the power x minus 1 into 4 to the power 2x plus 1 divided by 8 to the power x minus 1 equals to 64. So this can be done easily again. So okay, so I'm doing it directly. It will multiply and then they will add 2 into this and they will add. So 2 to the power x minus 1 into 2 to the power 4x plus 2, right? And here they will multiply, so 3 to the power 24x minus 3. They will add, then numerator add 3 to the power 4x plus x. 5x, if they add, becomes this. Okay. They will subtract, I guess. Denominator goes there, it becomes plus, so plus 3 minus 24x. Just a minute. 2 to the power x minus 1, 4 to the power 2x plus 1, 8 to the power x minus 1. No, this one will not be 8. This one 8x minus 1, 8 to the power x minus 1. This is 8 to the power x minus 1. So it will be simply x minus 1. So this one will be 3x minus 3. So therefore it becomes plus 3 minus 3x is equals to 2 to the power how much? 2 to the power 5 is 7, 2 to the power 6. Okay. So 2 to the power 5 minus 3, 2x into 2 to the power 4 equal to 2 to the power 6. So 2 to the power 2x plus 4 is equals to 2 to the power 6. Therefore, 2x plus 4 is equals to 6 implies x is equals to 1, right? So this one will be this one. Okay, this one answer is -2. X becomes -2. Let us do C. So 4 to the power x minus 4 to the power x minus 1 becomes 24. So 4 to the power x minus 4 to the power x minus, and you can write as 4 to the power x by 4 is equals to 24, right? So 4 to the power x can be taken common, 1 minus 1 upon 4. Okay. Okay. Clear? 4 to the power x I can write as 2 square whole to the power x. Just a minute. Is there any kind of answer like 5 by 2? Okay, then 2x whole to the power x. 2x whole to the power x they required. Okay, doesn't matter. 2x whole to the power x is required. Remember, 2x whole to the power x का value find करना है. Okay, 2 to the power 5 imply 2 to the power 2x is equals to 2 to the power 5 imply 2x is equals to 5 imply x is equals to 5 by 2. So if I put here value of x, 2 into x means 5 by 2 to the power 5 by 2. 2 to cut down, so answer is 5 to the power 5 by 2, right? 5 to the power 5 by 2 is answer. So this one's answer will be this one. Obviously the last one's answer will be this one. The correct order is what? A का 3, A का 3 देखो B में और D में है. A का 3, B का 4, A का 3, B का 4, B का 4 इसमें भी है. Then C का 2, C का here 2, C therefore D is your correct answer. Okay. So question number 20, option number will be D. Okay, students. So this is our number system. We have solved important questions from number system. Let us do our next one. Which is polynomials. Okay. The basic things of the polynomials are same as that we have discussed while we were solving the polynomial chapter. So let us discuss key questions from here. Find the value of k for which x minus 1 is a factor of this. So we know something is a factor of something if it satisfies this one. So second is polynomial. Second chapter is our polynomial. So chapter 2 is polynomial. Okay. This is the first question. X minus 1 is a factor. So we will take fx, which is the given polynomial. Now x minus 1 is equals to 0. We will put the value of x is 1. Since this is a factor, therefore it will satisfy and right hand side will come to 0 since it's a factor. Why? Because x is equals to alpha is a factor of fx if f of alpha is equals to 0. So factor hoga if f of alpha is equals to f of alpha is equals to 0. x का value यहाँ पे put करोगे तो 0 आएगा. So this one is factor given. So if I put the value of x, then this will come 0. यहाँ पे x का जगह 1 put करो. So 9 into 1 square plus k into 1 minus 18 becomes 0. Therefore 9 plus k minus 18 becomes 0. And hence k is equals to 9. Right? So A is our answer. Okay. Achha. Let us do next question. Question number 2. Remainder when this is divided by x minus y. So this one is also important. Let us do. So x to the power 4 minus y to the power 4 is divided by x minus y. So let us divide. So x to the power 4 minus y to the power 4 divided by. Excuse me. Divided by x minus y. So we can factorize this one. Right? A square minus b square. So a plus b whole into a minus b. So therefore this one again the numerator becomes x square plus y square whole into x plus y whole into x minus y divided by x minus y. This one cut down. Right? So therefore this means what? It is exactly divisible. अगर proper answer आया means what? Exactly divisible. The remainder will be what? 0. So question number 2 answer is A. Okay. Good. Let us do the next one. This is divided by x plus 1. Again same thing. We will put the value of x. X is equals to minus 1. So will come. Next x, y, z value is given. Then the value of this one. Let us do. It's also very easy one. But then also let us do. Good. So let us find the value of 1 plus x, 1 minus x, and so on. 1 plus x becomes 1 plus a minus b by a plus b. If I take LCM, this becomes a plus b plus a minus b. So therefore 2a by a plus b. Similarly, if I do 1 plus y, similarly, this will be 2b by b plus c. If I do 1 plus z, this one will be 2c by c plus a. Let us find a1 minus x. 1 minus x is 1 minus a minus b by a plus b. So this will a plus b minus a plus b divided by a plus b. So this one will be 2b by a plus b. So similarly, if I do 1 minus y, this one will be 2c by b plus c. And if I do 1 minus z, this one will be 2a by c plus a. Okay, now you need to find the product and then divide. So let us do. So 1 plus x whole into 1 plus y whole into 1 plus z divided by 1 minus x whole into 1 minus y whole into 1 minus z. This becomes what? This into this into this. So if I multiply, it will become 2 to the 4 to the 8 abc divided by a plus b into b plus into c plus a plus b whole into b plus c whole into c plus a. Bora se divide, and this value will be this into this into this, 2 to the 4 to the 8. So 8 again 8 a b c divided by again a plus b into b plus into c plus a plus b whole into b plus c whole into c plus a. See, they are the same terms. They will cut down. The answer will be 1. Therefore, this is our right answer. Okay. This whole term, this see, they are same. So cut down. Answer becomes 1. Okay. Therefore, what's the correct answer? 4 ka C. Good. Right. Question number 5. This and these are factors of this, and the value of mn. This is important one. Let us solve this one. Okay. So what they say? X plus 2 into x minus 1 factor of this. Okay. So very easy actually. Fx put what? The given x cube plus 10x square plus mx plus n. X plus 2 is a factor. That means if I put x ka value minus 2, this will be 0. This will give 0. F of minus 2 becomes 0. Now if I put x ka jagah minus 2, x ka jagah minus 2, remember, wherever x is there, there will be minus 2. Okay. So this becomes minus 8, 2 square 4, 4 into 10, 40, minus 2m plus n is equals to 0. Okay. Therefore, we have n minus 2m is equals to 32 goes there minus 32. That means 2m minus n is equals to 32. Okay. Similarly, another one is what? X minus 1. Put 0. So value of x becomes what? 1. Again, f of 1 becomes 0. F of 1 is equals to 0. Implies here x ka jagah 1. If I put x ka jagah 1, this becomes 1 cube. 10 into 1 square. M into 1 plus n is equals to 0. Right? Therefore, 10 plus 1, 11. 1 plus 10 plus m plus n becomes 0. That means m plus n becomes 11. Now we have to solve them. How to solve? N minus 2m is equals to minus 32. We have got here to minus 11 plus m plus 11. And there n plus m is equals to minus 11. Okay. Now see n and n. So if I subtract, they will cut down. Subtract means नीचे का सभी का sign change करना पड़ेगा. Sign change. Okay. Plus minus 2m minus m becomes minus 3m. We will consider the below sign. Minus 32 plus 11. Minus 32 plus 11. So minus, therefore if I do, then m will become 7. Okay, if I put the value here, m ka value 7, then minus 7. Therefore n is equals to minus 18 from 2. So therefore m is equals to 7, n is equals to minus 18. This becomes the answer. Okay, so what's our right answer? Therefore C is the right answer. Good. Let us do the next one. Same. Acha. There is actually a formula. Same. I'm not going to discuss this. Value of again AQ plus BQ plus CQ minus 3ABC. Right. Becomes 0. 8 ka will become 0. This is the answer. Value of R if this. Okay. This one we will solve. So let us solve question number 9. So what they gave us? Value of R if this. Question number 9. Okay. So we have to solve them for R. First of all, what you can do, you can factorize it, right? Can it be factorized? Okay, let us do it like this. So a square minus 19a minus 25 divided by a minus 7. Right hand side we have a minus 12 plus r by a minus 7. So let's take LCM. A minus 7. So it will be a minus 12 whole into a minus 7 plus r multiplied a square. So minus 19a plus 84. Done it directly, okay? Plus r divided by a minus 7. Okay? And there this continues, a square minus 19a minus 25. Is this cut down? Therefore, what do you have? A square cut down, minus 19 cut down. Therefore, r will be what? Minus 25 minus 84 minus 109. Okay, so our answer is minus 109. Therefore, this is our answer. Okay, good. 10 divided by remainder is the same. I'm not going to find the remainder when the expression again same remainder theorem. If x is a factor of this, we will simply put एक बार x की जगह 1 पुट करोगे, एक बार x की जगह -1 पुट करोगे. Okay, let us do this. So question number 12. So x square minus 1 is a factor. That means x plus 1 whole into x minus 1 is equals to 0. This is a factor. X का value क्या आया? Bar 1 bar minus 1. So 1 and minus 1 is the solution of the given polynomial. So very easy. F of x ax to the power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. एक बार f of 1 is equals to 0 करो, मतलब x का जगह 1, इसका जगह 1 पुट करो. सो ये होगा a plus b plus c plus d plus e becomes 0. And again f of minus 1 becomes 0. x के जगह minus 1 पुट करोगे तो यहाँ पे होगा a, यहाँ पे होगा minus b, यहाँ पे होगा plus c. This one will be minus d and this one will be 0. So if I add them, let us add. So this one cut down, this one cut down. Okay, so a plus a becomes 2a and c plus c becomes 2c and e plus e becomes 2e is equals to 0, right? We are adding them. Okay, sorry, we are adding them first. So that means a plus c plus e is equals to 0. So when you are adding them, now let us subtract them. So we need to write them again. So let us write a plus b plus c plus d plus e is equals to 0. And again a minus b plus c minus d plus e is equals to 0. Now let us subtract. Subtract means we will change the sign of each term in the which is in the lower portion. So plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, minus. Now they cut down, plus e minus e cut down, plus minus e cut down, plus minus. Here b plus b to b, d plus d to d is equals to 0. That means b plus d is equals to 0. So we have here a plus c plus e is equal to 0. Here we have b plus d is equals to 0. The correct answer will be what? A plus c plus e is equals to b plus d. Is the correct, because both are equal to 0. So which is the correct option? A plus c plus a plus b plus e is equals to c plus d. Therefore 12 a plus c plus e is equals to b plus d. A plus c plus e is equals to b plus d. So this one not true. A plus c plus e b plus, this is not true. This is not true. Therefore this is true. Okay, answer is D. Okay. Question number 13 we have solved. We're not going to do this. Question number 13. Suppose length, breadth, and height of a cuboidal tank are this. Find the volume, then multiply. Again, same thing. Rectangular fission area. This. What would be the possible expression for length and breadth? We need to factorize it. Okay. So let us do this one. Let us do this one. Actually, we need to factorize it. So we need to factorize it. 14x square minus 11x minus 15. See what they have given is, they have given the area, rectangular field. This total area they have given. So if I can factorize it, then one will be its length and another will be its breadth. So let us factorize this. So 14 into 15. 14 को factorize करोगे तो मिलेगा 2 into 7. 15 को factorize करोगे मिलेगा 3 into 5. Now using 2, 7, 3, 5, we need to bring 11. Very easy. 21 minus 10. 7 3 is 21 and back to the 10. Okay, so 14x square minus 21x plus 10x minus 15. So therefore so 7x plus 5 and 2x minus 3. So this one will be our right answer. 15 ka B, right? Sorry, 16, whatever. Okay, let us do the next one. 16, same thing. 17 also same. This is the divided and quotient q or even okay. So 18 also same thing. This kind of sums we have done. Question number 20. Okay, question number 19. Correct statement. Value of x is 110. Need to solve this. Every integer is a whole number. No, this is not true. This is not true. See, between two rational numbers there exists finite number of integers. No, this is also not true. Two rational number, finite number of integers. No, because see 2 by 3 and 4 by 3 are rational numbers, but between them rational numbers they exist, but integers cannot exist. Okay, infinite cannot exist. Okay, so this is also not true. Therefore, as option D is correct. 19 option D is correct. Good. Let us solve 20. So we need to solve, right? So let us solve this. See, this is of the form a cube plus b cube plus c cube. So let us take, this is a. Let us take a is equals to a square minus b square. B is equals to b square minus c square. Capital C is equals to small c square minus a square. See, a plus b plus c. A plus b plus c comes 0. Right? Therefore, we know if a plus b plus c plus is equals to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equals to 3abc. Right? So therefore, this one we can write as 3 into a means a square minus b square, b means b square minus c square, and c means c square minus a square. Right? Similarly, denominator will be 3abc. So 3 into a plus b into b plus c into c plus. So 3 cut down. Now, as you can see, a square minus b square means a plus b into a minus b. This will cut down. So a plus b whole into a minus b. Then again b plus c whole into b minus c. Then again c plus a whole into c minus a divided by a plus b whole into b plus c whole into c plus a. This cut down, this cut down, this cut down. So answer is what? A minus b into b minus c into c minus a. Right? Good. So statement 1 is false. Okay. Let us, statement 1 is false. This cannot be true. 1 is true. This cannot be true. So C and D can be true. Let's take the next one. A square plus B square plus C square minus this. So we know that A plus B plus C whole square formula is A square plus B square plus C square minus 2AB 2 into AB plus BC plus CA, right? Good. This we know. So simply let us solve this one. Let us take this one, the second expression. Clearly, let us take the second expression. Second expression is half into A minus B whole square plus B minus C whole square plus C minus A whole square. Let us simply simplify. So if I take the formula A square minus 2AB plus B square, this becomes B square minus 2BC plus C square. This becomes C square minus 2AC plus 6A square. If I add them, it becomes A square plus A square, 2A square plus 2B square plus 2C square minus 2AB minus 2BC minus 2CA half 2 से right. So half से multiply कर दो सभी को. If I multiply half with each every one, half into 2 means 1, so A square. Then this becomes B square, this becomes C square, this becomes AB, this becomes BC, this becomes CA. Okay, so this is correct. So therefore statement this is correct and this is false. Therefore statement 2 is correct and statement 1 is false. Therefore answer is 1 is false, 2 is true. Option C. So 20, option number C is the correct one. Right? Good. So students, in this video lecture we have completed these two chapters, namely real numbers and polynomials. These two chapters we have completed, therefore. Good. So we have completed these two exercise, real number and polynomial. Okay. Good. So this is it then. See you in the next class. Bye bye. Have a nice day.